What is up guys, this is Tito back with another video, and today in this video I'm going to be reviewing the monitor. Behind me is the BenQ GW2480 and this is a 24-inch IPS 1080p monitor, and not a gaming monitor, but let me talk about this monitor a little bit in this video. And I have been using this monitor since a year now, and if you did not see the unboxing video, the card will be right here in the corner and you can see the unboxing of this same monitor from that card. And now I'll try to talk everything about this monitor, so let's begin. So first let's talk about the dimensions. Well, the screen is actually about 23.8 inches and it is around about 24 inches and a 1920 by 1080p monitor, and the refresh rate is 60 Hz by default, and I'll talk about the overclocking and stuff later on. But this is the normal specs over here in this monitor, and the response time isn't good because it's IPS panel and the response time is about 5 to 8 ms. So not a gaming monitor kind of thing where you get 1 ms or something. So that is not the case here. So who is this monitor actually aimed for? I would say this is a content creator focused monitor, not a gaming focused monitor. So if you're if your first priority is gaming, this is not a good monitor for you. And talking about the colors, well, I would say the colors on this monitor are really good with a little bit of tuning, and you can follow these settings. With the buttons present right below on this monitor, you can change the brightness and stuff, of course, but I choose the brightness on 60. Do not bump it up 90 or 80. That's not good for your eyes because it is just too bright because of the backlight LEDs gets too bright. So I recommend using it on 60 or 65. So yeah. And contrast is 48 for me, then sharpness is 5, gamma is at 3, color temperature user defined of course, and here decrease the red to 92 and let the green and blue to 100. That's how I use it if you want to use my settings. And the hue and saturation is 50-50 for me. And put the AMA off too because it may cause ghosting if you do it in premium. So yeah. And you can adjust the audio volume and stuff from here too. And inside system, make sure you have the input auto switch on so that whichever port you connect the monitor to, it will switch automatically. You don't have to choose which port it has to display the output from. You don't have to select HDMI or DisplayPort separately. It will detect automatically. And one good thing over here is that the monitor also has a wall mount 4 holes kind of thing. So it is a universal wall mount thing. If you buy a wall mount, you can definitely mount it on the wall too if you want to. And one point that I have noticed a bummer on this monitor is turning on time. So let's turn on and off the both monitor all together. Let me do it from here. I turned both of them off and right now I'll turn both of them on. The Samsung one is already on, and 2000 years later we have the BenQ one on. So it takes a lot of time to turn on the monitor, yes. And if you want to disable the welcome screen of this monitor, which shows the BenQ logo and stuff, and go straight into your output display output mode, you can follow the video in the description box below. The guy made a really good video. I don't remember his name, but I'll put it in the description box below. He did a really great job explaining how to disable that welcome screen. Now let's talk about the viewing angles. Well, the viewing angles are really great even with extreme angles. If you have a TN panel monitor or something, you will know that if you view your monitor from an extreme angle, the colors will be just bonkers and it won't be matching the original content. But here it is not the case. Even if you view your monitor from extreme angles, the colors will be so great and there will be no extreme distortion or something in colors in terms of the viewing angles. Now let's talk about the anti-glare coating present over here. Well, even I have a window up there right opposite of my monitor. From here the monitor won't reflect it as much because the monitor has a anti-glare kind of coating, and this is the reflection how it looks like with a video light turned on on the left side of my room. And you can see the white spot on the monitor is the reflection, which reflects the light but in a different way. So reflection is not a problem for this monitor because of the anti-glare coating. I also use the NVIDIA color settings, and here is the settings I use. So now let's talk about the refresh rate, shall we? The default refresh rate again is 60 Hz, and when I'm watching a movie or editing a video or even editing a photo, I use that 60 Hz mode and it is just working great over here, no issues. But While gaming, what I can do is I just like open the NVIDIA control panel, and from there I can like customly change the resolution. I mean, it is just the position to change resolution, but you don't have to change resolution, but just put there like 1920 by 1080 as you usually do, and change the refresh rate, just the refresh rate, to like about 76 to 77 hertz. Mine does support 77 hertz, I mean up to 77 hertz. I could overclock it, and while gaming, that looks really great. Here is an example side by side of 60 hertz and like 77 hertz with VSync turned on. And here is an example of the same with VSync turned off. You can see the tearing much more on the 60 Hz mode, but on the 77 Hz it's much less. By the way, I capped the FPS on both sides on 80 FPS. Again, the response time too is pretty bad, which is 5 to 8 ms. So you gotta keep in mind that like if your first priority is gaming, do not think about this monitor. If your first priority is editing or like editing a photo or something or videos, then you can definitely go for this monitor. That won't be a problem at all. But even if you like casually game for a little bit, then you can choose this monitor. So if you're a gamer, I would say bump up your price up to 13 or 15k. Get a IPS or TN panel like 144 Hz monitor. That would be a better deal. Now let's talk about the I/O ports present over here, the input output ports. Well, the good thing is you get the audio ports over here. One audio port, you can use it as like your output of your system. So you can connect it to your home theater or your headphones and stuff. You can like definitely use that in that way. And here is how it looks like when it's connected to that port. By the way, this monitor also has a speaker, the built-in speaker. And the other like audio port, the other 3.5 mm port, is to route the audio through that port. So you can just like connect it through a aux cable or something and play music through your like monitor speaker. And talking about the display type ports, well, there is a HDMI port of course, and there is a full size display port and a VGA port also. If you have a cable lying around and you are using VGA still, you can definitely use that monitor. I used to use it for about 2 months when I got this monitor with the VGA port, but the quality isn't that great with my old VGA cable and stuff. But right now with HDMI, it is just great. And one more thing to note about this monitor is the bezels. Well, the bezels over here, as you can see, are really thin and it looks really great. The appearance of this monitor is really great. And you can only tilt the monitor like up and down. You cannot tilt it sideways. So that's how it is, but the stand is really good. And there is also a cable management type of thing, and here is how it works. And one more thing that I forgot to talk about is that there is an ambient light sensor present on the bottom over here, right below the BenQ logo. And with that, you can like, if you turn it on, with that, if your room has a lot of light, the brightness will just go up automatically, and if your room lighting is like lower, the brightness will go down automatically. So that's a good feature, but I don't really use it. Now again, let's talk about the price. Well, right now in Amazon, I think it is like listed about 9,000 rupees or less than that, of course. Like it is about 8,800 or something. I don't remember actually. I'll put the screenshot over here how much it is priced now. So for that price, I would say if you're in that budget category, you can definitely choose this monitor for editing videos or photos or like normal work. And like if you're a gamer, again, do not choose this monitor. Bump up your budget, go with a 144 Hz TN or IPS panel monitor. So that is what I think about this monitor. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this review. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with your friends if you want them to know about this monitor. And subscribe to the channel again if you have not yet. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll be catching you guys in the next one. Bye now.